Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Caleb Davis Show. With me as always, my man J Mo.
What up?
Yep, Justin Moorhead, my right-hand man here. I am Caleb Davis, your host, and today we've got something pretty special on the plate. What we got today, Jay?
We got another top five today, and let me just say,
snap.
The first top five was awful fun to participate in.
Awfully fun.
Today's top five is top five riffs.
Yes, it is. Top five riffs. And let's just make sure we're clear on something. It is not top five riffs. Right?
What's a rift, Caleb?
Well, I don't know, but I know what it's not, and it's not what we're getting ready to do.
That's right.
The top five riffs might be, I don't know, something between you and your mother-in-law, or between your wife and your mom, or something like a rift, like some...
A chasm.
Like a separation. So all I know is I didn't get in an argument with this guitar recently, so I don't think we're gonna do our top five riffs. And listen, you think I'm joking? People say it all the time. Can you play me that rift? And I'm not really sure that I can actually.
Yeah, I don't know how to play an argument.
If I could figure out how to play an argument, I might be a lot wealthier than I am right now.
Grudge, holding it against you.
Keep it bottled up.
That's right. Passive aggressive. That's how you play a rift.
Well, those are not what we're going to be playing. What we shall be playing are our favorite riffs.
Riffs.
Now, Jay, what constitutes a riff, my friend?
So I think a riff is going to be like a single note pattern that's like it's really probably maybe a little more rhythmic than just like playing a solo or something like that. And I'd say the pattern aspect of it, the fact that this is something that kind of loops around and almost serves the purpose of a chord progression in the song structure. It carries the tune. Ooh.
Knock it over.
It carries
the Yellow Submarine.
No riffs in this song, folks.
Hey, Bulldog.
Oh, not in the song Yellow Submarine, though.
I was really quick with that, by the way.
That was good. Hey, Bulldog.
That's one of my favorites.
It is a good one. It might be on today's show. You never know.
Hello.
But yeah, I think it does that. It serves the purpose in the song of carrying the song along, kind of like a chord progression would, but not entirely.
Yeah, I also think coupling is a thing. Like doubling a line with someone else in the band. And the repetition thing is a good point. Like it has to repeat, but a lot of times a riff is going to double something. You might have your bass and your guitar play the same thing together. If you think about classic riffs of Iron Man and things like that, everyone's playing the same thing. So, and it doesn't have to be that way, because you think of classic riffs like Smoke on the Water, you've got your guitar doing one thing, your guitar's breaking on the cable that you're supposed to be. There you go.
There it is.
Boom, boom, let's bang. Jeez. Your guitar might be going, you know what? Let's plug it in. There we go. Take two. Your guitar may be going. Right? While your bass is not going. Your bass is going.
Yeah.
So it doesn't always equal doubling, but it's very common. It's a very common practice to have a riff be doubled by everybody. Think songs like, well, let's not think songs, because we're going to start giving away our things. Okay.
Oh yeah, we got them.
This was an outrageously difficult top five.
Super hard.
The top five guitar players was easy, because that had the ranking of the top five was difficult.
Right.
But which ones go in the top five? That was not that bad, because all I had to do was think of what was the biggest influences on me as a player. The top five riffs? Holy moly, this was difficult.
Did you have a method? Like, how'd you go about it?
Yeah, so here's what I did. I said, okay, I'm not going to go for what are the top five riffs of all time. Okay? I'm saying, what are the top five riffs that impacted me the most?
Yeah.
Like, when I hear, so there's a couple things that I need, and I talk about this a lot. I need for my nose to wrinkle up, and I need for my lip to snarl. And a top five riff is something that 100% of the time is going to make that happen. Now, I will tell you this. I tried to keep it, I kept it honest.
Yeah.
So I kept it with the truth, but I also tried to keep it recognizable. I tried not to just go so obscure that nobody listening would ever know about it. All right, which is why I still thought certain things like Blood Rock needed to be present in this discussion.
Yeah.
But I can't, in all honesty, list a Blood Rock riff as a top 5, even though it was super important to me. Breach of Lease was super important to me growing up. It was one of the first songs I ever covered with a band when I was 13 years old. But I just didn't think it would fit in our discussion. So I did try to keep it recognizable.
I got you.
What about you? Anything?
Yeah, I thought about that. I've got some that may be a little bit more obscure, but so my thought was this, and in generally speaking, and you, as you get to know us better, some of these things might become more pronounced. I don't listen to as much, maybe riff-heavy music as Caleb. I mean, I love it.
I love my riffs.
I don't listen to as much of it. So for me, when I thought about like what songs when I heard them did I instantly think, man, that riff? Because a riff sometimes is such a used tool that you can like hear a riff and not really think anything of it. It just sounds right. Like it's real predictable. It sounds right. Yeah, a riff goes there, and you don't think anything of it. But all of mine were riffs that in my memory I recalled when I heard that song going, ooh, look at that riff.
Your lip curled up?
Yeah, it's a lip curl. Similar.
Except you might have gone, ooh. Your lip curl may be you going, ooh.
Yeah.
But your lip still curls up and your nose still goes, ooh.
Absolutely.
So, to do this was so difficult because there are so many riffs.
Yeah.
Right? I think I told you earlier, you could have picked 5 riffs in one song. You know? There's certain songs that riff after riff after riff. All right. We had to bring in a special guest.
We did.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I hope he is able to reach the top of the table. But would you please put your hands together and welcome Big Brandon Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, Get it on in here, brother. Welcome to the show, my friend. Welcome to the show.
We are glad to have you.
You know, let's see if you can kind of make this process a little easier for us here.
So, Caleb, why don't you help everybody while we're getting situated here understand why Brandon, Big B Rock, whatever we're going to refer to him as.
Will you hold that right there, please?
Sure.
I'm going to try to slide this cable out from under here.
There it goes.
There, got it. Sorry.
So
we're going to have to play some of these riffs, so we want to make sure that we are ready.
What I was going to suggest, maybe explain to the good folks at home, your good people here, why Brandon is such an appropriate guest for this top 5.
This is my boy B-Rock. Big B, Big Brandon, big guy. All right? Now I had to leave out that middle name of yours because it was
the guy from Boston.
Yeah, the guy from Boston. It's the word they like to use for everything. Yeah. But anyways, this gentleman and I have gone back, I mean, since we were prepubescent probably, and have been playing. There
it is, folks.
There it is. We've been playing music since we were young lads together, and a common love of ours is riff rock. And we go back with obviously the Metallica and the Rage Against the Machine and you know, basically all things riff. Everything you see laid out here on the table. Absolutely. We got Skinner and Crows and Van Halen and AC/DC, Alice in Chains, Guns N' Roses, Black Sabbath. I mean, it's all here. This is what we go back with, right? B, tell them a little bit. How long have we been playing music together? What did we like? We go back what? High school, right?
I think you were in 8th grade.
Yeah, I was in 8th grade.
I was in 9th grade. You were in 8th grade.
That's right. But B is our local riff. It has been a long time. I don't want to tell you how long because that's not important. But Brandon is a Big B. I'm sorry, we don't refer to our friends as their real names.
That's right.
Big B Rock is a local riff expert. And he's also a sound expert. Brandon hears things that Big B. He hears things that I don't hear. So, B, do you know how this is going to go down?
I have no idea.
We're going to roll out.
I expect a lot of chaos.
It's going to be a little bit of that.
A little bit.
It's going to be a little bit of that.
Absolutely.
Money, would you mind looking in that little container right there and getting me a guitar pick out, please? Thank you so much, my baby girl. All right. So here's what's up, B. We're going to go our favorite riffs. Maybe a green one. That's a gypsy jazz pick. That's a 5mm pick. I can't. That's it. That is a pick though, baby girl. All right. So let's go in order. Reverse 5 to 1. Okay. So we're gonna start with our number 5 riff, and we're gonna all go around, and then we'll go to 4. All right. Why don't you have the honor of kicking us off, B? What's your number 5 riff?
So we're gonna put me right on the spot.
Right on the spot, brother.
You got it.
This is all you.
Number 5.
So number 5, and I will go through probably 5 different top 5s while I'm sitting here tonight. But my number 5, as of right now, is Ain't Talking About Love, Van Halen.
Ooh.
I mean, you could pick about any Van Halen song, and it's going to be an awesome riff in there somewhere. But that one just speaks to me.
That is a fine riff. You ready for a funny story? When I was a kid, I had the first Van Halen record. Man, I can't even sit back here. I've got this thing so tight. But anyways, I had the first Van Halen record, and I thought, well, I love that riff. I'm glad you put that on yours, because I had no idea it was going to be there. But I love that riff, and I was like, I'm going to learn that. And it took me forever. And folks, I learned it this way. All right. It wasn't until about 3 years ago. I'm not big on tabs, so I don't look up the exactly. First, when we were kids, we didn't have internet, so there was no tabs, anyways. But I found out later. I watched him play it, and the guy just goes. He just plays an A minor chord. I was like, God, I worked so hard on that stupid riff. All right, very nice. All right, my number 5 is, where is my list? Don't look, no peeking, no peeking.
Oh, I didn't even know you had that.
Oh boy.
Number 5.
My number 5 is the breakdown riff at the end of Rusty Cage.
Oh, okay.
Don't. Now this is not, it's supposed to be drop B, but it's the riff that goes. That riff, number 5. That riff is a grooving, nasty riff with the funniest time signature.
Man, that riff, I struggled. I didn't put that on my list. I was this close to putting it on my list. And I will say, one of my favorite parts about that riff, though, is the drums.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, man.
Matt Cameron. Yeah, and you know what was so cool? You count that thing, it's 1, 2, 3, boom, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. It's 3 3s and 2 5s.
Oh, okay.
Right? Weird riff. Love that riff. Soundgarden, Rusty Cage, closing riff. Jay, number 5.
All right, number 5. I don't know how to pronounce it. We'll play it first. See if I can get it right. Yeah.
Kamchatka. Golly bum.
It's a song, I think it's called. Oh, yeah, man. Kamchatka's off the hook.
It's called Mimnazine Waltz.
Mimnazine Waltz, I think is how you say it. Mimnazine Waltz. Yes. So it's slow, heavy. I think you say it's obviously got a Sabbath influence. A ton of stuff on this list you could say obviously has a Sabbath influence. But in general, Kamchatka is a band that has good riffs.
They are.
I mean, they just have killer riffs, and that may be a little bit more of an obscure band. But yeah, Kamchatka. I think it is actually a country or city with some sort of a Russian type of a connection.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kamchatka,
Sounds
Russia,
like
maybe.
vodka.
I think it is a town, but
A town.
Yeah.
Anyway, check them out. Mimnazine Waltz, awesome.
Another 3 4. That's another odd time signature riff. That's odd. All right, round 4. B. What do we have?
Number 4.
He's been sweating this all day.
I'm already
stressed
wanting
out.
to change.
No, okay, hang on. They rode me pretty hard about not changing. So
This is it, man.
It's on my phone. It's on my phone.
All right, lock it down.
But I thought of one while I was sitting here, and I was like, "Crap!"
I thought of 3 Kamchatka riffs. While
Oh yeah, that's such a good riff.
Remind me. I'll tell everybody.
All right, hit it.
It's a surprise. Get the Funk Out.
Oh,
Extreme.
Hey,
oh,
Nuno is like a totally underrated guitar player and riff writer.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some tough stuff in there.
Nice.
I can't get this guy to listen to, but
Ah.
maybe at some point.
That's a good.
Yeah.
I feel you. All right.
The chorus riff, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah, that's okay. Good. My number 2 riff. Now remember, I'm basing these riffs on when I heard them. I'm sorry, my number 4. That's right.
Number 2.
When I heard this riff, I went. It's one of the times I didn't get the nose snarl and I didn't get the lip curl. My jaw hit the floor because it was so heavy. I just went. And it's Stone Temple Pilots Down. Off number 4.
Okay.
When that joke, God man, why did I pick this guitar? You know what? Let me
If you'd put mine up there, you'd have had something.
let me hold that for a second. Let's see. Let's switch these out. That guitar is. I love this guitar, but it's got the Floyd Rose and I can't detune it. It's the riff that goes. Let's see here.
I haven't seen this guitar.
Yeah, got it back. It's the riff that goes. Merciful heavens. When I heard that, and it that was the way the album started,
Yeah.
I went, sweet Moses.
Oh yeah.
That is a nasty, nasty riff. All right. Down by Stone Temple Pilots.
Down.
Riff number 4 for me.
Incredible riff. Incredible album.
I was just getting
too,
ready to
by
say,
the way.
absolutely incredible.
We actually probably need to do an album review on number 4.
That's not a bad idea.
I'm just gonna-
It opens with that,
Close with Atlanta.
closes with Atlanta.
If you can cover that much ground in one record, you're
a good record.
You got it. That is no question.
All right, my number 4 is Into the Void.
Yeah.
Black Sabbath. This may be, I mean, Sabbath is probably the quintessential riff band.
I would say so.
Yeah, not necessarily because they have more riffs than anybody else. There's a lot of bands that have a ton of riffs, but they just were early in it and it dominated their catalog, just riff music in general.
Did Sabbath ever play a chord?
I don't know.
I mean, Planet Caravan, maybe?
Yeah, Planet Caravan.
I mean,
probably
yeah.
E minor. If they played a chord, it was an E
I'm
minor.
going through changes. Maybe that one. I don't know.
But of all of them, man, I mean, there's so many good ones. Sweet Leaf and Iron Man and all these tunes. But Into the Void is so
just keep going.
low. It's tuned down.
It's tuned down like 2 whole steps.
2 whole
I think.
steps
Is that
to
right?
C?
Into the Void.
Into the Void's in C.
Is it C sharp?
C sharp. I think.
Anyway, it is dropped down and it's slow. I would play it. I don't.
You know what's
Yeah.
super cool about that? It came out in a time when drop tuning was not a cool hip thing
Yeah.
to do. So the bass, so Geezer's actually like in standard tuning. So Tony's guitar sounds
Like a
lower
bass.
than the bass, and it's like we don't have that bottom end. It's just yo do 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 do.
Oh, yeah.
golly bum. Good pick.
Absolutely.
All right, on to round 3. B-Rock, what do we got?
Number 3.
I have to do the unprofessional thing here and go put my phone back up.
It's all right.
I'm tapping on my phone the whole time.
I've got a list written. I'm old school. I still write things.
I should have just brought a notebook, but whatever.
What do we got?
Sad but freaking true.
Sad but freaking true.
That's right.
Absolutely.
I mean, Metallica's always been my favorite band.
Mhm.
I mean, since the first time I heard Sandman, I was hooked on Metallica, right?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember getting the tape of that album, and that's the song after Enter Sandman.
Yeah.
And after my first time going through Sandman, and probably repeating it a time or 12, but whatever.
Right.
I go on
But who's
the
counting?
Sabbath True, and I'm just like, what is this?
That's right.
Again, tuned down a whole step,
Yes.
which was
But-
not normal for Metallica.
Yeah, they
But-
were typically a detuning band.
No.
Yeah, I don't remember anything that at least that I can think of off the top of my head that was detuned before the Black Album.
Maybe.
Because God That Failed was half step.
Well, maybe. Wasn't. The center of fear inside.
Yeah.
The deception kills a lie.
Yeah.
The thing that
The
should
thing
not
that
be.
Oh,
should
yeah,
not be,
yeah.
I think that might have been down a whole step, but there
Yeah,
wasn't
it
much.
was a whole
There wasn't
step.
much that was down a whole. A lot of people teach that song in drop D, Incorrect.
Right.
That song is in half. It's a whole step down in standard tuning, whole step down.
Yeah.
But the specific riff in that song is nothing really different than the main riff. But at the very end, that last time that they go through it, and Lars has just opened up on it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
are you talking
man.
about that? Oh, still in drop D.
That is not the correct way.
Still, you know.
When he's like opened up on the cymbal.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
just- oh,
Mercy.
That's good stuff.
that is lip curling right there.
Yes.
That's what you call it. That's
Yeah.
That's what you call
You ain't
lip
lying.
curling rip.
that's what you call it.
Number 3 for me.
Number 3.
When I heard this, it was the first. The only reason I'm picking this as number 3 is because I had to represent something from this band and in particular this album, and it just so happens that this was the first song on the album. So when I heard this, that's when I went, "Give me more."
Yeah.
Rage Against the Machine,
Bomb
bomb
track.
track. All right, that riff in particular, not the opening riff, but that riff when it.
Yeah, dude.
Woo, baby.
That is tough.
Rage Against the Machine always has a way to groove, and you better believe I just sat down with the whole Rage discography and I went, where do you even start? All right, song 1, album 1. There you go.
I had that same problem today, and yeah, it was.
You can't pick.
No,
There's so
I mean,
many, man.
I feel like I've hurt every other great riff's feelings by leaving them off. But I'm sticking to that one because that was the one that was the first thing I heard by Rage. And I remember I was sitting in my buddy Rich's car and he said, "Listen to this." And he put it on and I went, part of me was like, "That's so angry. What's he so mad about?"
What were they so mad about?
That's another show.
It is.
All right, Jay, number 3.
Number 3.
Don't get me started.
I'm gonna get Caleb to play this riff for y'all too.
got?
Number 3, Eat That Question. Frank Zappa. It's off the Grand Wazoo 1973 record. Cool thing about Zappa, so Zappa is known, I think, for being quirky, a little bit more complex, just a little bit, not necessarily what you would lump together with a riff countdown, right? But this is a straight up riff, and I really do think something like this, and especially if you put it in the context of the tune, it's like Zappa got some soul in him, and this has got like it just feels good, man.
Zappa could write some riffs now.
Oh man, it curls the nerves.
Let's see, what is it?
Yeah, man. I think that is tough as nails. That's my number 3. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Really
kill
need
it.
I really need to get that DVD.
Man, that's Zappa plays Zappa.
Yes.
Mercy.
It's tough.
Mercy. And that version,
Yes.
when that old boy
Yeah.
on that Rhodes,
Boom.
they let him groove it out once by himself before the band hits.
Oh,
so he's
yeah.
like,
I think they do that on the studio cut of it.
Maybe.
I think they do.
That's nasty,
Oh
though.
man, it's a great riff. Great riff.
All right, killer. All right, we're getting close. B, number 2.
Number 2.
Number 2.
I just said that and nobody laughed, and then now you say it and everybody laughs. I'm leaving.
I don't think we heard you.
Yeah, you gotta speak up, dude.
You gotta speak up a little bit. in here.
So
some
number
skin.
2
It's close to number 1, Brandon.
is it's one that Mr. Justin's already done.
Ooh.
Into the Void.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't. He said everything that needed to be said about it, but you can't leave that out if you're gonna do a Sabbath. And I mean, there was 20 others I thought of, and
Fact.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Fact. Into the Void has got to be the nastiest Sabbath riff.
yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Or,
Or NIB.
or yeah,
Or Electric Funeral.
or
All of them.
I don't
Or
know.
Cornucopia.
Cornucopia,
Yeah.
Lord of this World,
Lord of the... jeez.
not number 4. Under the Sun.
Under the Sun. Gosh. Everything off Volume 4.
Yeah.
Mercy.
Volume 4 is good.
Yeah.
I did almost choose Dirty Women, but that was just I figured it'd be a little bit too obscure, so I just kind of
Man, Into the Void is the best one.
I agree. I mean,
So I'm going to do full disclosure. Because I'm old school and I write things down, I went out of order because I got confused in my own handwriting.
Oh, no.
So, all right, I'm just going to tell you. Down by Stone Temple Pilots was supposed to be my number 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Down was supposed to be number 2. Number 4 for me, which is now number 2. I'm just going to, who cares? I love all these riffs. My number 2 riff is Elephant Riders by Clutch.
Yes.
It's got...
Oh, yeah.
On the top, you keep floating on the river. Gotta love Clutch, man.
Yes, thank you for putting some Clutch in
Elephant
there.
Riders by Clutch. Yeah, it just that out. When I heard that for the first time, I said, "Wow,
Oh, absolutely.
that's a riff."
Yeah.
My, that's a riff, and it was close. I'm gonna tell you the truth. It was close to being a rift.
An argument.
hey, can you play that riff again?
A disagreement.
The one the riff that you just played.
The rift.
An angry discussion.
It was close to it. I'm not gonna lie.
Time spent apart due to a misunderstanding.
Jay, hit
Yes.
the number 2. What do you got?
Number 2. All right, this one's going to take just a little bit of an explanation. So, all right, the name of
Get out of town.
I know. Go figure, right? Okay, be quiet. Listen. So, number 2 for me is the name of the track is Darkness / Earth in Search of a Sun. This is I believe it's pronounced Jan Hammer.
Oh,
Okay, the keyboard player from Mahavishnu.
yeah.
So
Jan Hammer.
Jan
come on.
Hammer. So
From
on
North Carolina.
Is he really?
We're from North. No, he's not. We're from North Carolina.
I thought it was like Denmark or something.
We say Jan.
Denmark,
Actually,
North Carolina.
if we'll just all be more comfortable,
Jan.
can we please pronounce it Jan Hammer.
Just Jan Hammer.
Not Jan Hammer.
Not Hammer.
Jan Hammer is so this is a song off of his. So the riff is from his album called The First 7 Days. But the album I heard it on was Jeff Beck with the Jan Hammer Group. Mm-hmm. And they were touring in support of Beck's Wired album. And they put out this live album, and it's not Jeff Beck's riff.
Yeah.
And Beck doesn't even really play on the riff. But I'm telling y'all, listen to this. So check it out. Get the version with Beck is better than the
Is it the red one with the him on the front?
The red album with Jeff Beck on the front. It's Jeff Beck with the Jan Hammer Group live is the name of the album. And it's like, I don't remember which track it is. It's towards the end. Darkness / Earth in Search of a Sun. I'm telling you.
Oh, whoa, baby.
This is a killer riff with a killer.
over here.
Everybody just got real scared.
I just put my elbows on the table and it just about flipped it. It's okay. We're good. But I know this is obscure. This is a weird riff, but you will not be disappointed. So I'm pleading with you just to go listen to it.
All right, what's it? I'm not even gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Jan Hammer is what I'm gonna write.
Yeah. That's
Jan.
It is.
Right, Jan.
I mean, this is how much I think of it. I put it ahead of Into the Void.
Jeez. Yeah.
All right.
Well, so I'm on level with you. I like that you did that. I intentionally left out lots of fusion riffs.
Mm-hmm.
Like there were things that I kind of wanted to throw the old.
Yeah.
Then you've got the. Jeez, I can't even play back here.
Almost did you know. That's it. That's the riff.
That's the riff, folks, and
Oh.
that is a nasty riff. Oddly enough, when you listen to it, everybody's like, "What time signature is that in?" It's in 4/4.
Absolutely.
He just misplaces the beat a lot, accents the beat a lot.
So that's my number 2. It's weird.
We should also do another segment of this show where you guys stump the riff master.
Ooh.
I just called myself a riff master.
He did.
I haven't been able to play all y'all's riffs so far.
So
though.
far.
Yeah.
You couldn't play the one I just did.
No, that's a fact. You would have stumped me. So we'll do like the rule. Like, look, I'll play your request unless it's so dumb. You have to. The rule is if nobody else has heard of it, you have to get up here to sing it or something like that. You know?
Yeah.
All right,
Here it
ladies and
is.
gentlemen. Let's just take a second. Let's shake it out here. Let's get ready. This is our number one. The number one
riff.
Can we all do the Christmas Vacation drum roll?
Your little lights are not twinkling, clock. Ben Rad. Here we go. You ready, homie?
Number one.
Ready?
Number one. This is the one that's going to leave all the other riffs out, so let's make it count.
Yeah, really.
Once you say this one, you can't say any more of them.
I know. Well, I could just claim that I wrote it backwards in my phone.
That's fact.
Like Caleb did.
What do we got?
Miracle Man.
Ooh.
Ozzy.
That's
I don't know, man. That riff has so much energy to it. Zach, it's playing like he's his hair's on fire kind of thing. I mean, just that entire album, No Rest for the Wicked, is just full of riff after riff after riff and solo. I said riff. And solo.
We're about to have one, folks.
What?
We've already stated our piece about this.
You want to start a riff? Watch this. You ready? You want to start a riff? Zach Wilde is the best guitar player that ever played for Ozzy. Go.
Oh!
Sorry.
I'm not going to dispute that. I mean,
Tony played for Ozzy.
Ozzy, not Sabbath. He's better than Tony. Dude, Zach is the man.
Yeah.
Zach is heavy.
I don't know.
Nobody else was heavy.
Jake Lee was a monster, and I don't know what he could have done had that situation not going on.
I agree, but he wasn't heavy.
Did Zach Wilde ride into the void?
Well, listen, this is non-Sabbath related, all right?
I'm just saying, he ain't as heavy as Tony.
Did he, though?
But did he? No. But I digress.
I mean, there was...
You play sorry, I play chess. Go get some Percocets. Clutch reference. Go.
I mean, I could have done a whole top 5 just on that one album.
That's a fact.
I mean, that album is just ridiculous. And if this was a top 5 solos, I could do the same thing. I mean, I have eaten that album this year, just over and over and over and over.
I love it. Miracle Man. I just taught a student that song all the way. Yeah, he wanted to learn the whole thing, solos and all. That was a blast. It's a good solo too.
Yeah,
killer solo. All right, my number one. Now, I'm just gonna tell you guys, I have a ritual. And my number one helps me finish off my ritual. All right, before, what is this thing called going on? I haven't heard it enough times. It's something like Candid 19 or something like that.
Oh,
I think.
COVID.
It's right. It's one of the rifts.
COVID. Yeah.
It's one of the rifts. Yeah. So before all this, before the gyms shut down, my ritual was...
I was toned before that, you know.
Gains, baby.
I think we were all a little different looking before and now. Anyways.
Never been to a gym in my life.
Gym? Who's that?
Gym neighbors. Golly! Golly! All right, so here's what happens. I would go and lift, and then I would get on a treadmill, and I would dime that treadmill out as fast as it would go, and only for 1 mile, because I couldn't take any more than that. But I would do 1 mile, and for some reason it never got easier. But I had a thing that every time I would get on that treadmill and start this 1 mile run, it was like a 450 mile, I think. Every time I would do that, I would put this song on, and I knew that by the second time it came to this riff and finished, I was going to be done. And the reason I chose this song is because this riff makes me run faster. It makes me run through brick walls.
Ooh.
It makes me pick up at least 10 pounds heavier when I'm in the gym. And that is the break, chorus, riff, whatever, for All Within My Hands by Metallica. Off Saint Anger. That I realize that that's an obscure riff, but when they are, yeah, right?
Hey,
Holy
man.
moly, right? Give it up. That's what I'm talking about. Let me just tip my hat right there, because here's the thing. That riff comes, it's all about the setup too on that riff. So Lars is doing his just double. Love is control. I'll die violent. Let it go. When he does that, Lars cuts to this no hi-hat, just straight crash, cut time beat with the snare on 3.
That's another lip curler right there.
Woo, baby. When I heard that, I'm serious, guys. It makes me do things more masculine than I would have done otherwise. Like it makes I think I grow a couple chest hairs when that thing comes. It is.
It's a man
It
riff.
is a big boy riff.
Big boy.
No
riff,
two ways around that. All within my hands. Metallica chorus riff. Mercy.
And I mean, I remember texting you a while back, and of my top 3 Metallica riffs, like heavy riffs.
Yes.
It was Sabbath True, All Within My Hands, and then what's it called off the new album?
Am I Savage?
No.
Dream No More?
Dream No More.
Woo! Yeah.
Especially getting towards the end of that one, it's almost like they just kind of slow it down or something.
Yeah.
It just feels like it just drags. You just tense up.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, man.
Yes.
He's like, ugh.
All right, Jay. Number 1.
All right, number 1 in the light, Zeppelin.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm gonna say this is the only Zeppelin in a riff countdown. Zeppelin had some riffs, man.
Well, I got a ton of them in my notes.
I
Let me
took
see if
one
I can
out.
remember.
I took one out while I was waiting.
All right. Anyway, you get it.
Yeah.
If you know the song.
Ba-now,
Oh
ba-now,
yeah.
ba-now.
It's a great riff. It is, and a part of it's the build up of the song. So the whole In the Light song starts with this huge drone. If you feel that you can't go on, this whole deal, and then you get the pre-riff to that riff. And he drops the whole beat in, and then that riff comes in. Oh,
I wish we could play music on this.
I know, man.
I feel
it's
like-
so good because we're. But listen,
we're all
man.
squeezed in back here. I can't even hold a guitar the right way. We're trying hard. But here's the thing.
Dude.
We would get flagged.
Oh man,
We
absolutely.
would so get flagged. And we don't know enough about YouTube yet, so we would totally get
We don't know how to
flagged.
do this. If you know how to do this and not get flagged, please let us know. It'd be great to be able to give it to you right now. But listen to me. Go listen to In the Light, Zeppelin. So good. Sorry that I messed it up on the guitar. God. But you know.
We'll edit that out and you can play it right.
Please, thank you. Let's get Caleb to play it again. He probably knows it. Stump the Riff Master. Go, right now. Let's go.
All right. What a killer list. Here's what I got. I got some notable mentions. Anybody got notable mentions?
I got
Oh, yeah,
I had
absolutely.
748 of them.
I'm not gonna explain any of these because I think the show will last forever. But I'm gonna go ahead and go with Junkhead.
Ugh.
Absolutely.
That's another just.
I did put a Zepp on mine. Moby Dick.
Oh, yeah.
I know that's weird as a drum solo, but that riff in drop D riff, yeah.
Yeah.
Evil by Cactus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Evil by Cactus. Black Sabbath riff coming at you. Damaged Soul. Now, bear with me on this. Not the main riff, the breakdown riff after the verse.
Mm-hmm.
So when he goes, I don't even know how to play that, but I think it's like no, it's a, That's it. That thing is so sick.
Mm-hmm.
Damaged Soul by Black Sabbath, notable. Let's see. I did put Into the Void. I did put Mean Streets on mine. That woo! Van Halen, Mean Streets. Hot Dog, Limp Bizkit. I thought that was a dope riff. Get up! You know, I don't know. That Just Got Paid Today, ZZ Top.
I was just talking about that while you were upstairs
Yeah.
earlier.
Calm Like a Bomb. What you say? What? That whole thing. I'm going to point out that one of the heaviest moments, though, in all of my listening life. Brandon, do you know what it is? I'm gonna give Brandon the clue. Let's see if he knows this.
Probably, but
Look, I will give you one clue and let's see if you can get it. All right? It's a live song. And it's got to be, I'll tell you this, you feel the air come before the note comes. It's that heavy.
Oh, I know what it is. I know exactly what it is.
song?
It's a live recording of a song.
Oh, dude, you know it.
Mr. Crowley.
Mr. Crowley live at Budokan.
Off of Budokan, yes.
Yeah, dude.
When Ozzy
That is
finally,
so true.
when he finally gets done letting the people do their thing, and he says, "Mr." You hear this wave of noise come out that's not a note. It goes.
It's a concussive thing.
Yeah, Mr. Crowley live.
That is one of the heaviest things I've ever
Merciful heavens.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else? You have anything? Again, I did breach of lease.
I had so many. I mean, we were just talking about only one person having a Zeppelin one. Like I had No Quarter. I had Black Dog. I mean, I had all these Out on the Tiles. What an awesome rip. The weird thing is, I don't really care for the Zeppelin version as much as the Page and Crows.
Yeah.
Man, they kill that song.
You notice who we have on vinyl today. We have Blood Rock, Cream, Soundgarden, Nirvana, as the old folks used to say back in the 90s. We got Houses of the Holy, Axis Bold as Love, and Aerosmith Bootleg on vinyl.
Mr. Popcorn.
These are all riff heavy. I got the Zepp here. I got Guns, Chains, Sabbath, STP. Like, try to be a little themed here. I just like the Yellow Submarine.
It'll always be here.
It's kind of probably be the thing.
I don't want to just like make that claim. All right, let me hit you with this. Clutch. He had a Clutch thing. Clutch is my favorite heavy band. It's not their first album. I think it's their second album. Self-titled. It's called Clutch. Listen to that whole thing. Just for some good groove, for some good riffs. Not necessarily heavy guitars, like distortion-wise, but just some really good riffs. And just, I don't know if this is considered a riff, but a moment in a song where you've got that kind of cut time feel that just grooves like crazy. Great Southern Trendkill, Pantera.
Woo, God.
When he gets into that
Yes.
That is definitely one that almost made it on there. Because you're coming out of and it grooves so much.
Southern style.
Yeah.
So that leads me to my surprise riff that I was going to change to Revolution Is My Name.
Yes.
Oh. If that does, I mean, it sounds like something straight out of a Tony Iommi recording. But, man, it's so heavy. And then also the breakdown of Domination at Monsters of Rock, which I've sent you that video.
Yep.
That is just one of the most brutal, heaviest, just bone-crunching things ever.
5 minutes alone.
It's so slow and it just grooves. Yes, 5 minutes alone too. Walk. I'm broken. Yes. Just
Pantera. All right, whatever.
Yeah. My top five.
Top five is Pantera. That's the number. That's number 6 in the top 5.
Yes.
This was a tough top 5, no doubt. This was a tough top 5.
That's so true. Any one of these albums that we have out could have had. I mean, we didn't talk about like Spoon Man or Slaves and Bulldozers. I mean, like there's any number of riffs that could have been like Aerosmith riffs. I mean, like, geez Louise, the
Last Child,
Sweet Emotion,
Sweet Emotion, Back in the Saddle.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just so many dope riffs, dude. One of my favorite, Round and Round. That riff on that's a heavy riff. You don't typically think of Aerosmith as being heavy.
Oh yeah, man.
Anyways, we could do this right here all night, but we're gonna sign out for now. Thanks so much for hanging out, Big B. Yeah. Glad to have you on, my friend.
Absolutely.
Thanks for coming, my friend. We almost did it the backwards way.
There it is.
Hey, thank you. High fives all around.
No more riffs.
That's right. No riffs.
No riffs.
Lots of riffs, though.
Arguing.
No riffs.
No riffs. Lots of riffs. All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
From Justin Moorhead.
Peace out.
Myself, Caleb Davis. We'll see you next time. Hey y'all, thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. You can also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. See you next time.